All right, awesome. So this is a question from the linear algebra test 1 exam. And the question is, find the values of k such that the system has no solution. So all we're doing is creating a matrix system where we place our coefficients in here, and remember that this is my x value, my y value, and my constants in this matrix. You can have this partition out of the way and move this guy over, but it's actually not, it's not too advantageous to do that. It's better to leave it in this form, in this matrix. So you just do some reduced row echelon form. So what we're gonna do is multiply k, or like, well, one thing that I like to do first is rotate these guys here personally. So I'm gonna say, we're gonna take row 1 and we are going to switch it with row 2. So then that would generate, actually here, let me write it in between. I think that'll be good. If I write here, I would say row 1 and switch with row 2. So what I'm doing is just replacing these guys, swapping them, because we want to have a 1 here and a 0 here. Right? Nice. And then for me, I'm going to multiply my next operation. I'm going to say I want to take a negative k, and I want to multiply it by row 1, and then I want to add it to row 2. Okay. So what that is going to look like is you just pretend that you take this first row. We do it like this. We'll say 1, k, and 3, and we're just multiplying it by a negative k value, which makes it a negative k squared, and a 3k, right? Actually, no, that's not how I do it. Sorry, this is not. I think I'm going a little bit of a longer way. Sorry, we don't do this operation. I'm actually going to take 1 over k, and I'm going to multiply it by row 2. I'm going a little bit longer way. You can do this a little quicker, but it's good to see other ways. So if I do that, then we have 1, k, and 3, and then I'd have 1, 3 over k, and 0. Because all I'm doing is multiplying this row over k. It's giving me my 1 over k, and that's still the 0. Okay, and then I multiplied negative 1 by row 1, and then I added it to row 2, which will give you this guy will come in as normal, unaffected, but then this guy, if I have this one multiplied by negative 1 and I add here, this is going to give me a 0. Then we're going to have a 3 over k minus k, and then we'll have a negative 3 right here, okay? And we are looking for a system that has no solutions. So when we do our reduced row echelon form, if this value equals 0, 0 does not equal negative 3. So it would make this matrix, it would make it have no solutions. So we simply take this expression and set it to 0, which I'll do over here in blue. So we would have 3 over k minus k equals not negative 3, but we want it to equal 0. Okay, so then we're gonna move k over. And then I'm going to multiply both sides by k. And then we square root. So we end up getting plus or minus square root of 3 equals k. So we know that for this to not have any solutions, k cannot equal plus or minus the square root of 3. This is our answer. And you can solve a little bit quicker than that, but there you go.